I've been relaxing, getting wisdom, solving problems like Esther and Ruth, who made choices by God. There's nothing that's more plentiful than opportunity. But when I walk by faith and trust in God, His strength in my weakness leads me. I love trusting in Him. I give me to God, then God gets to others through me. That song was born out of the 16th Proverb, verse 23 and 24, that says, "The wise in heart will be called prudent, and the sweetness of their pleasant words increase learning, and are as a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones." When I think of relaxing and getting wisdom, sweetness from pleasant words and increased learning, I think of Ruth and Esther. They were problem solvers. They knew that the reward in their life would be determined by the problems they were willing to face. If you think of Esther, Esther was amazing in that she chose her words wisely when she spoke to the king who didn't like her people. She was in the middle of a group of people in the kingdom where she didn't belong, but she was beautiful and she was wise and she was prudent, she was discerning, and she won the favor of the king. Not only that, but she also won his queenship. She became queen of the kingdom. And then in her faithfulness to God and her faithfulness to her people and to her family, she served and she solved big problems. God rewarded her mightily. And then think about Ruth, what a problem solver she was. Her mother-in-law was a widow. She was a widow, despite the difficult thing it was to go forward just in her grief. She chose to take on taking care of her mother-in-law as well as taking care of her own needs. She was a good steward of her time, talents, and treasures. And because of her wise choices and the problems that she solved for her mother-in-law and for others and for those who she was appointed to work under, she won the favor of Boaz, her next husband, who loved her and took care of her, who gave her a family estate. Everyone in your life is serving a strength or a weakness in you. And we need to make God choices for those people that we surround ourselves with and for the problems that we choose to solve, because our reward in our life is going to be based on those problems that we choose to solve. I love this proverb, and I love what God gave me as I studied Proverbs 16, verse 23 and 24, about the prudent discernment, using sweet words that are sweet as a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones. And this song that He gave me, that He put on my heart, that I know is meant for me, but I hope it makes a difference for you too. I've been relaxing, getting wisdom, solving problems like Esther and Ruth, who made choices by God. There's nothing that's more plentiful than opportunity. But when I walk by faith and trust in God, His strength in my weakness leads me. I love trusting in Him. I love resting in Him. I give me to God, then God gets to others through me. And remember, opportunities are plenteous, but those that we choose will determine our reward in our life. Can't get enough of the Proverbs and can't wait for the next one. See you soon.